just the tip of the EKULBERG, crashing through the night, it's so absurd. This is just the tip of the EKULBERG, only echoes of cries will be heard.
Luigi Greenberg, and he just did Bob and Bob. He was amazing.
Right, yo. Thank bloody thanks for having me. Shit, I'm terrible.
This is just the tip of the EKULBERG, crashing through the night, it's so absurd. This is just the tip of the EKULBERG, only echoes of cries will be heard.
Hello. Thank you very much for joining us today. This is the debut episode of the Tip of the EKULBERG, and with me is Ekul Pineapple. There you go. All right.
Not just clickbait to get you here. God, could you imagine?
Hey, so we are very excited about our new show. How's your day going today, Ekul?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. I just can't fucking wait for the show to get going, for it to be rock and rolling. We've got a very special guest simulcasting with us in a few minutes.
Yeah. Wow. Should we just get right to it?
I don't know. I think we should make everyone wait. I think there was supposed to be a ticker that was supposed to be rolling across the bottom. It's almost as if I should be in charge of the show, don't you think?
Always trying to one-up me, but we need to make the introduction first before we do the banner. And that is to let everyone know out there in the audience that we would love for you to ask questions of our special guest today. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask him, please send in a super chat, and he has agreed to answer any of those questions. So now, because the pineapple guilted me into it, I'm going to put the banner up. If you have questions for the Duke, please send them in a super chat. So without any further ado, let's get to our guest. And you know him from the Howard Stern Show. I will add him when it's time. Thank you. You know him from the Howard Stern Show and as the announcer from The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, the infamous Stuttering John Melendez.
Wow.
And thank you so much for being here, John.
It's an honor. I didn't think I'd ever get to see you. Hello, Stuttering John.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. As you guys know, I usually only do network shows. I'm doing this local show as a favor to you guys because I like you guys.
Yeah, and the $500 you charged as well. Yeah, but no problem.
Yeah, it took some negotiating to get you here. I'm not going to go into those details, so let's just get right into it. We have been inundated with questions that your adoring fan wants to know. So right off the bat, let's just make it clear to the audience that Ollie G, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Jiminy Glick, they are all cheap impersonations of you and your act of ambushing celebrities with absurd questions. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I will be suing them if they're using my name and likeness, fuck guys.
God, I hope Ali G's not still doing that. 30 years later.
They better cut me in for the profits, or else there will be problems. Their life will change.
Yeah. Well, personally, my favorite interview of yours was when you asked Ringo Starr about the money. You know, that was just so brilliant. How did you come up with that?
Well, it's all in here. People think, my critics think that Howard Stern gave me those questions. That's all my own brainchild. Anyone that disagrees with that will be put on notice.
Wow. Wow, that is scary stuff. Well, fair enough. I guess we've been slightly misinformed by the dues payer. That was all your original thinking. That's great. Okay,
He
cool.
likes just, if I can interject, the deuce payer. He also likes to be called the shit wayer.
I've not heard that one. That's a good one. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, staying back with the moments with Howard Stern, what was your favorite moment from working on the Howard Stern show?
My favorite moment is when I got off the Howard Stern show and got paid $500,000 to go on the Tonight Show.
Phew. That wasn't my
Wow.
favorite moment, but that's fine.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that. Tell us how you managed to parlay your record-breaking 15-year internship into getting the announcer job at the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
That's a good question. As you guys know, I was the only one at that Howard Stern show with any talent. See, it was Howard, Robin, and me. Everyone else was a peasant at the show. I was the only one with any talent and any writing skills.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's an inspirational story. We all know it's truly inspirational. And you know what? Let me just take a moment again. Thank you again for squeegeeing us into your hectic schedule. So tell us what you've been up to lately. I mean, aside from obviously hitting the gym, I mean, God, look at you.
That's right. Thank you for mentioning I'm at my ideal weight, 175 pounds of pure muscle. I work out every day, 4 hours at the gym, and then I come home, enjoy a nice couple beverages, and talk to my fans. And I spend some time with my cats, and then sometimes I call my kids because I'm a good father, unlike the deuce payer.
Wow. Wow. Fighting talk there.
Can you show us those arms?
Let's see those guns, as long as you've got a license from. Oof.
That's right.
Oof. Ouch.
175 pounds of pure muscle.
Wouldn't want to get in a ring with that.
Muscle, yeah. So something we haven't mentioned yet is that you are also an accomplished musician. And one of my favorite songs is Talk My Way Out of It. It would really be an honor if you could sing the chorus of that song for us live for my audience.
Not without a $100 super chat. And by the way, I've sold more albums than Elvis and the Beatles combined. So I
Wow.
like to get paid for my work.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's a fair comment about the super chat. So how about just for in the meantime, if you can just remind me because I'm so forgetful. What was the chorus again of that song? How did it go?
I will have to get back to you on that. It's been a
Okay.
while. I've
Fair
drank a
enough.
lot of beer since I wrote that
Of
song.
course, of course, of course. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's move on.
Yeah, that is fair. So for the audience, if anybody out there is interested in hearing that, if we could get a super chat. Are you? Hey, are you trying to scold? Let's scold.
$100
Come on,
of
come on.
$100.
Skull!
Do not super chat $100.
No, I didn't say $100.
Jesus.
You want to get the words of the chorus.
Let's make it 200 since the audience is questioning my authority, folks.
Oh God. Oh
Yeah.
God. Right. Next question. Next question. Quick.
So what a lot of people, really love about you are your catchphrases.
Oh, I love them.
Do you think you could give us a few of those?
Well, my favorite one is a true statement. It's don't mess with the Duke. Your life will change. And that's a true statement. I will come to your house. We're not going to hurt anyone. We're just going to have a face-to-face interview with them. And most people, like the deuce payer, will run away from me when they see me. They're tough on the air, but when they see me in person, they can't man up.
Right. That's a slightly long catchphrase. Do you have any short ones that you remember?
Let's go!
Brilliant. Yeah. That's pretty.
That's the one that everybody loves.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, Sorry,
You know,
take a cough. So I had to cough off mic.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're also known for your stature in the comedy world.
Mm.
You were also the head writer of the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast.
Wow, big time.
And we would love to know what were your top 3. Well, no, I mean, let's just go ahead and make it top 5 favorite jokes from that night.
well, Vinny,
Alphabetical order, if possible.
yeah, Vinny, the lawyer, told me I'm not allowed to answer that question.
Oh man, I knew that'd come back to bite me. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, not allowed. What about your favourite joke? Do you remember your favourite one?
Um,
Yeah, that was my favourite one too. That was a banger.
Yep,
That was
that was
good.
good.
Yeah.
Fucking Vince the lawyer, man.
He's a good guy, folks. He's a good lawyer.
He's always getting in the way of shit. I mean, I really wanted to hear some of your answers, but
I guess
thanks a lot,
we
Vince.
have to wait. We have to wait for Vince's exclusive show with
I
you
have
later.
to be nice to Vince until the lawsuit is fully signed on the dotted line.
Right.
All right. So you're also renowned in the Dabbleverse for creating your hilarious nicknames. People are always stealing.
Funny.
Yeah,
So
and
funny.
they're stealing them, calling them their own. So what are some of the nicknames that you're most proud of?
You mean besides Stuttering John?
No, for other people.
For the other
oh.
people.
Oh, okay. I get it. I'm sorry. I've been drinking all morning, folks.
No,
It's okay. We
Understand.
expected. Yeah, we understood. Yeah.
Well, as you know, a couple years ago, I came up with the catchphrase "dues payer." Okay, and then I recently changed it to "shitwayer." That's what he does, folks. He's one of these. He's one of the 30 failing shows that go on to ride on my coattails to make fun of me, and I'm not going to accept it anymore.
You know what's really embarrassing? I've got no idea why they call him the shitwayer. Can you just let me know, John? I forgot. Sorry.
Oh yeah, because on the Howard Stern show, basically Howard didn't know what to do with him, so he weighed two guys' shit. So it's pretty embarrassing on his part.
It's a good nickname.
Well, I mean, it was an iconic bit. But
No, I agree with John. It was a stupid bit. Right, next question.
So, well, there is shitware, but if I could just tell you real quick, like some of my favorites, I'd love to tell you. There's
Sorry,
Pinky
are we
for
interviewing
KB.
Luigi or are we interviewing Stuttering John? No one wants to know what Luigi thinks about it.
Everybody wants to know what Luigi thinks. And Log Cabin Larry. I mean, those are just brilliant. And so I want to commend you and just let you know how happy we are to have you on with just such a brilliant mind. So you've also been a star of the small screen, appearing in such classics as Baywatch Nights.
Banger.
Yeah. Tripping the Rift.
So good.
And who could forget the classic Late Night with Nick Burton?
Can't wait for that to come back on.
I know. But maybe even more impressive, you were on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Ooh.
Where you had a little bit of a love connection with that gorgeous playmate. It's on the tip of my tongue. What was her name? I can't remember her name.
I think it was Pamela or something.
That was the one, Pamela Anderson. That was it.
It's Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, she was infamously on the same show as starring John Melendez.
That is true.
The former Caitlyn Jenner. I'm not sure how to say that one.
Brucey boy.
Are we supposed to say that?
You can if you're a pineapple. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I don't want a dead name. Anybody. Let's see. So let's move on a little bit to the Dabbleverse. You are, of course, the origin and the focus after your classic interview. I can't remember her name either. What was her name? The lady that that created the Dabbleverse comment.
You know, the
I
one
don't
that looked like
remember.
a horse. The horse
Yeah,
one.
her name is insignificant to us.
Yeah. Well, let's just ask the question. So, do you dabble in comedy?
I think that question is very offensive. I've been in
Oh, God.
comedy for 20 years, and I demand an apology.
Wow. You better apologize.
From me or from the woman who said it originally?
Both of you guys.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay. We
We'll
I'll
edit
write
it
one
in.
down and
We'll
send it to
edit
you.
it in. We'll put it in the pre-record
Okay,
as well.
thank you.
No problem.
So can you
I've been in
tell us?
comedy for 20 years, so,
Wow.
the question that I dabble in comedy is very offensive.
Yeah. Can you tell us what is your actual issue with Shuli Agar,
Well, basically, he's
son
not
of
leaving
Noga,
a lot of stuff.
born of Israel?
He's riding on my coattails. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have a channel. Every time I say something, he's gotta come on right after me and have a show and make fun of me, which, in my opinion, is illegal. I won't stop until his channel is taken down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fighting talk there.
Yeah. As someone that had it all, a high-paying job, celebrity status, a doting wife, 3 perfectly well-adjusted normal children. How does it feel to have lost it all and end up a sad, unemployed, homeless, old, and lonely drunkard?
You see, that's a good question, but those are all myths. Okay? Now, people don't realize this, but I have stocks. I have bonds. I have annuities. Real estate. A diversified portfolio. Do you think the dues payer has a diversified portfolio? Do you think the dues payer graduated from 2nd grade? Okay. The dues payer failed out of 2nd grade because he was eating glue. He wasn't coloring in between the lines. And that is my problem with the dues payer.
Wow. So kids didn't get a mention there, I noticed, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
As long as your bonds and stocks are okay, that's probably the main thing. That's okay.
Something that you have really tried to make sure that everyone knows about you is your calculation of beer math.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you explain beer math to me real quick?
Okay. 1 second. Skull!
Skull!
Okay, beer math is the amount of beer it takes me to do a task. If I know I'm doing this stream, this is a 2-beer stream. That's how I don't tell time. I tell time in beer. So, that's the answer to that. This is a 2-beer stream.
I must have got my beer math confused. I thought it was something slightly different, but fair enough. That does make sense. So, yeah, well, that was a very, very good interviewing you. I know you're a very busy man with lots of things to do. Have we got any further questions that you'd like to ask Stuttering John Melendez?
Yeah. What's your opinion on buying views?
Well, that's something that the dues payer does, not me. So that's absolutely illegal and immoral. And when you have the morals, when you're morally bankrupt like the dues payer, that's what you do is buy views. If you're a good guy like me, good upstanding guy like me, you don't buy views. You have a natural, organic audience. Okay.
Pretty sure someone bought you views the other day, though.
Yeah, we're denying that. Vinny says we have to deny that.
Right, got you. Okay, that does make sense. That makes perfect sense. Sorry.
And talking about Vinny, what is the current status of your relationship with your new owner, Vince the lawyer?
I am majorly offended that you called him my owner. I do have to be nice to him until I sign on the dotted line, and then things can go back to normal.
And you've had a lot of bad luck with co-hosts. What is different this time with Rob Saul?
Okay, so here's the deal. There's people like the dues payer stealing my friends. They stole all my friends. So the ones I have left, I have to cherish, like Rob Saul. So I will defend him aggressively. If anyone talks about his dog, I will be in his corner. I will fight his enemies in the ring because it's unfair what they're doing to him. It's untrue what happened with his dog. The vet did that what not to his dog, not Rob.
Right. Okay. So I'm glad we could cover that up. I think we've actually got a question in super chat form. If you can bring up Luigi. Whilst that, I will stall by asking. Oh, never mind. Go right ahead.
It says, awesome. You have the real Duke on the show and not this weirdo imposter that's also doing a show right now. Duke, how many beers do you drink a day?
Depends what I'm. That's a good question. Thank you, Lizard, for the question. Depends what I'm doing. Like I said, this is a 2 beer stream. If I have something going on, if I'm working on being creative with my writing, that's a minimum of 6 beers. Everything I do has amount of beers that I drink before I have to deal with it. If I have to call my ex-wife, that's more of like a 10 beer event. So we got 10 beers for the ex-wife, 2 for the stream, so we're up to 12 beers. So it depends what I'm doing for the day.
Wow, that is a lot. Thank you very much,
Good.
Den Lizard, for the what does Bob call it? $5. Thank you very
Is that-
much for that.
Is,
Or the
is
free.
is that euros? Is that
Yeah,
what
it's
that means?
euros. It's a
Okay,
euro.
thank you, Dang Lizard, for the €5.
Very kind.
Also, we have another one here
Oh.
from Mumbling Nick. Thank you for the $5. Who is the biggest coward in the Dabbleverse for not showing their face? The potato, the pineapple, or the guinea shuli?
I think that's you.
Is that me? Guinea
I think
shuli?
so. Yeah,
I'm okay with that name.
Italian Jew. So Luigi Greenberg.
Oh, I'm okay with that name.
It's a good
So-
question. Right now, I'd have to say Mr. Potato because I'm mad at him. He's not showing his face. He
He's
won't
got
fight me in the ring.
he's got kicked off YouTube. That's probably why.
And then he has the gall to make a cartoon based off of me. What gives him the right to do that in this country?
I must have missed that cartoon, but that sounds awesome.
What cartoon?
He's got something going on since he's kicked off of YouTube, and rightfully so. He's got something going on Rumble where he's got a cartoon of my
Children?
tattoo. And I don't appreciate it. It's a whole like animated series. I will be taking him to court. Vinny says we could win that case, no problem.
Wow, that is amazing. So you mentioned earlier your ex-wife. Have you had much luck with the ladies lately?
Well, I go on some dates once in a while, but most ladies that I meet aren't up to my standards.
Of course.
So we have to end it there. They don't respect the fact that I'd like to drink beer all day and talk about my time on the Tonight Show.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. So, would you consider dating someone who's 24 years old, who likes cocaine and likes recording conversations?
I think what the pineapple is trying to sleaze around is that he's trying to ask me about Kate Meany. I do not appreciate that. She's too young for me, even though she's pretty good looking, folks. But I will not date her, and I don't like how she turned on me.
Oh, that's
Were
sad.
you trying? Let's just like put an end to this like right now. Were you trying to sleep with Kate Meany?
I was more of like a mentor to her, okay, like a father figure. So I don't respect the fact that people are trying to say, that I was trying to do bad things, and she's my daughter's age, so we weren't trying to.
Your
do what?
daughter is it your daughter's age or your daughter's son's age? Which one?
See, I reject that comment.
What? I'm just trying to find out which one. What age?
I will be telling Vince that you said that.
Okay, all right, no problem. Thank you very much. You're getting a bit aggressive with us here, John. I think you should maybe slow down with the old cause.
I'm sorry, but you got to realize that I'm the biggest star, and I don't have to be doing this right now. I'm doing it as a favor to you guys.
All right.
Fair enough. He's got us there, I guess.
Are you still mad at Kate Meany?
Well,
Gonna kiss and make up?
my thing, as you guys know, and you guys know through watching my show, which is top rated, the best show on YouTube, and my bigger thing is to always be the bigger person. So I forgive Kate for what she's done, releasing those tapes.
Well, that is what Stuttering John is known for, being a bigger person.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah. Do you think Shuli is watching you on this show right now?
You know he's watching and recording everything I'm doing because he has no life. You know, he doesn't even leave his studio, and you know, without me, his meal ticket, he'd have to work third shift in a Dairy Queen to survive.
Do you think he works third shift at a Dairy Queen currently?
I think he works third shift at a Dairy Queen currently. That is a fact, Jack.
Wow.
All right. Well, hey, thank you very much for being with us today, Stuttering John Melendez. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you answering our questions and the fan questions. We are huge fans of yours, and
Yeah.
we would, especially the pineapple, he's your biggest fan.
Yes.
And we would just love to maybe do this again sometime. But
Absolutely.
we know that you're a busy man and you have lots of beers to drink because you're a smelly drunk. So, all right. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Had fun.
Take care. Bye bye. Wow. Wow, that was amazing. I can't believe we had
was.
Stuttering John.
We
Make it
had
smaller.
the Stuttering John.
So yeah, without I guess we break the fourth wall now, guys. I'm so sorry. That was actually the infamous Clearwater Chad who was doing a brilliant impersonation. It was almost as if Stuttering John was here with us the whole time. We do have his channel to promote for him, if you wouldn't mind, Luigi Clearwater Chad, and then
I do not
4210.
agree with the pineapple. I think that was Stuttering John Melendez. Don't listen to anything the pineapple has to say, but please go check out on YouTube at Clearwater Chad 9037.
So close. He will be live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern on the channel Poe on the Go. So that's going to have someone called Poe on the Go on it with Chad Clearwater and Joey C. So make sure you go give them a watch. Yeah, so I hope you didn't mind a little skit interview. I guess it was just a little bit of fun. Having a little bit of a joshing around with you. I hope it wasn't too much. But I think, would you like
I think
to
everyone loved it. I've seen nothing but positive comments.
except Rochi, obviously.
It looks like everyone loved this idea and that this is going to be very popular with nothing but continuous positive comments. That's how I see it.
Course. Oh, of course. Yes, of course. Brilliant. So, yes, what we're going to do, hopefully going forward, not too many of these skits, obviously, but we're going to do a little show every so often, maybe every Saturday, every other Saturday. Not too sure, but just trying to get our creative juices flowing. Would you say? Would that be fair, Luigi?
No,
that's not fair. Okay, fair enough. No problem.
I'm pretty sure people are going to want me to distance myself from this as far as I could possibly go.
Oh, well, if you can't try a little something every so often, what's the point? What are we going to do? Just comment about him? Oh.
I'm still proud of it. I knew people weren't going to like it. We all knew people weren't going to like it, but we wanted to do it anyway. So
no, of course. Yeah, it's a little bit of fun, wasn't it? It's a little bit of fun, a little bit of a laugh.
Yes. Well, I think that's it for us. Thank you very much for tuning in to the debut episode of The Tip of the EKULBERG, or EKULBERG, as the AI voice likes to say it. Yeah. So for me, I'm Luigi Greenberg.
And I am Ekul Pineapple
and
with a free. Sorry.
What? Oh.
With a free.
And that was, do you want to say it together? Is that what you want to do?
No, that's a bit too gay. You can say it. It's fine.
Okay. And that was just the tip. Bye.